Greetings and salutations, my name is JW608. Today I am playing Starmade, and we are in dev build for a pre-build version 0.201.083. And yesterday we were talking about armor and its armoriness. So let's continue through our dev blog at www.star-made.org/news. I will once again forget to put a link in the description, because that's just who I am. Anyway, where were we? Talking about armor and recoil. Let's skip the individual weapons and come back to them. Repair beams, okay. Let's do repair beams. I don't even have a repair system on here, do I? Looks like I do. No, yes. An Astrotech computer. I even had it on the hotbar. Astrotech computer, repair beam. The repair beam, our Astrotech beam, is now capable of repairing and replacing killed blocks. The reason this has taken longer is several problems due to optimization the system, or to optimize the system for a large scale, as well as handling the logic of connections. At the moment, you can only replace blocks in order, as if you had pressed undo. But out of order repairing will be added as a follow-up. This method of repairing will use blocks in your linked storage chest, but is using creative mode in the dev build for right now. So eventually, if I wanted to repair this, I'm just going to have all these little holes I shot in it. I'm going to need a block for every one I replaced. But right now, it's pulling from... cannot use this repair beam on this structure for another 300 seconds after it last took damage. Can I... Not enough resources and connected player inventory to repair. I thought you just said... Alright then. I thought it just said it was using dev build. Let's see. So let's add a cargo, and I don't know, that much cargo space. You can still get to the blocks, yeah. Let's hop in here and let's throw a handful of gray standard in. Capacity too small. How about we do... How many ever number that is? That'll fit. No it won't. That's strange. Anyway. Watch the little pockmarks as they... Not enough resources, no standard gray armor. Okay, so that is broken then. But what happens, and you probably see it in an earlier video, while that... Adding cargo should not have upped my mass that much. So apparently cargo spaces now have mass. That's strange. Anyway, what was I saying and or doing? But repairing it would be just as though I'd hopped into build mode, hit undo a bunch of times, so it would bring back, the last damage I did, I think was I hit it with a bomb right here on top, so it would replace all those blocks, then it would find the next one that I shot out, and it would pull out of my inventory and stick into this, so you don't have to go to a shipyard and tear the whole thing down and rebuild it. Is there a right click? Oh no, there isn't a right click anymore. We'll get to that. Okay. So that was, useless. Not useless, but... Okay. Let's find a new spot, because I just looked up at the tractor beam stuff, and we're gonna need a little room. Okay. So we're gonna leave that right now, because it seems to be not entirely, what it should be quite yet. Tractor beams. The new tractor beams, which is... right now it's this block with these modules. This is not the final texture for them. It's not even their final form yet, but they'll get there. New tractor beams replaces the push and pull beams of previous release. This weapon is able to hold another entity in place. It can also move with you as you either rotate or move yourself while still firing the beam. Comes in a built-in mode change, so you push the target further or out or pull it in. You can change the firing mode by pressing left Alt. Now also now indicated in context help. And I have all that turned off. Tractor beam modes can also be set by logic, connecting logic blocks to the tractor beam computer. Keep in mind that the mode is set by logic is only used when the beam itself is also fired by logic. Otherwise, it'll use what the player has set. Alright. Now, the fire mode key is usually left alt, but I use left alt for rotate. So I've remapped mine to number key 5, I believe. Controls, keyboard. Yeah, numpad 5. Switch weapon firing modes. So let's grab us something to tractor beam. Probably not a base, not a station. How about the 608 tiny pod? These are little escape pods. There we go. That looks like I'd be able to tractor beam it. Oh no, 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 no. I'll run into it. Alright, I've stopped. I'm hitting it with the tractor beam. It should be trying to keep it. Looks like it's struggling, but it's trying to keep it in space. I believe it's no active logic block connected hold. So there's no logic block connected, so it's trying to hold it in place. I'm just going to let that one go. We're going to spawn in a new one. Because that one's spinny and... Every time I shoot it and it's going to try to hold where it is, so I move up and I stop, and it tries to move it up to where it is. Move down. I stop. I rotate. I rotate, and it looks like it's still holding in the same space. I move left. Moves it left. I rotate and move right. Moves it right. Back. And see by the indicator it just popped up there. Move it forward. And moves like Harrison. Not as strongly forward, though. Oh, that's probably because it still had this inertia. Okay, so now that that one's decided to fly off and do its own thing, let's pop up another one that's more stationary. Okay, so I'm going to get close to it, around 50. I'm going to hit my alternate fire key, which I don't think it shows settings. Oh, let's show all the filthy. Alright. Control plus my what? Alright. Control plus and minus can change the tractor beam mode. What? Current is hold. So right now I'm just trying to hold it. And that's going to fly off into the distance. I'm going to hit my key there. Oh no, 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 no. And looks like it does not point toward the cursor. It looks like it's unfocused. Let's let it recharge, and I'm going to connect to it. I'm hitting firing control plus, control minus, control plus, control minus. Oh, control plus minus right click. Oh, that's confusing. Alright, so it isn't the fire key. Change the fire mode by pressing left alt, which is not true. Which I've remapped to numpad 5, which does not change that. Right click, holding control and right clicking changes it, however. Okay, so let's go to pull. Pull up a tiny pod. It's 110 meters out. And you can see it is pulling it toward me. I can push. Ooh, I can actually. I don't have to stop it or stop firing to change. Just pull, push, just right control and right click. Apparently, I can do the same with logic. Okay. This is gonna come in handy. And with the logic activated blocks, so one active logic block is pull, two active logic blocks connected is push, and none is hold. So you remember the old days of escape pods with push beam? You get in and it gets undocks and a push beam automatically fires. Looks like you can still do that even though push beams are a thing of the past. Okay. Keep in mind that the mode set by logic is used only when the beam itself is fired by logic. Okay. So let's try that out. Let's pull up one of these. Let's also stop moving. And let's hook up to you. Two of those. So this should, when I fire this, it should be hold. Let's do like that and connect you like so. So I should fire it. It's going to miss entirely. There we go. Why are my... Oh, filthy, useless notebook. So I'm going to hit this and it's going to hold it. Let's see. If I pull one, turn on, it should... Once it decides to... That is push. And two... Admin load, tractor beam. And two should be pull. No, two should be... Hold up. Stop firing. There you go. Aim this stupid thing. And that's pull. The dev build has it, or the dev block has it backwards. They say one active logic is pull, two is push. It actually appears in reality to be one is push, two is pull. Okay. That's fun. Let's see. Keep in mind logic. And apparently, if I pull this back away from this button, no, the coordinate, there we go. Now if I fire it, it should be pushing, or pulling, which it should be pushing, but if I'm not mistaken... Oh, that is also incorrect. Because it's forcing it back to pull. Okay. So, the documentation on tractor beam seems to be inaccurate, or it has changed since... Well, it hasn't changed, there hasn't been an update. Anyway, the tractor beam information on the dev blog does not seem to be entirely up to snuff. But it's a dev build. It'll get worked out before update, I hope. That doesn't tell me, though. Switch firing back focused, okay. Options list, pull that back to crucial only. Yeah. Anyway, I have been JW608, this has been Starmade, and we will take a look at some other dev build goodness next time.